7:07 in about 5 seconds. Oh, I got out early today. Good morning. So good to see you. Thank you for joining me this morning. I really appreciate it. Very much do for this Monday morning of 7 minutes of sunshine. Crazy weekend, right? Lots going on. I think obviously the big dominating thing going on right now that's a moment in history that is determining really a very big inflection point for our world, for our planet, is the Ukrainian crisis, the war, the Russian war, basically the Putin war. That is just, pay attention is all I have to say. Big moment in our history. It's a big moment, and just a lot to say about it. It brings up all kinds of feelings. It brings up a lot about us understanding our values. And, we talk a lot about values, right? What are our values? What are our shared values? What are our shared values in this country? What are the shared values of Western democracies or of democracies? And what are not our values? And one of our values is our shared values is that we do believe in freedom. At least the free world does. And the rights of the individual. And we do not believe it's okay to take over someone's property, someone's house, someone's city, someone's country. That's not okay. And it's the right of those folks that live there to choose their own path. It's a good thing to remember as we fight amongst ourselves, right? So I like this little, I've got all kinds of stuff off of Facebook this weekend. Here's one of them. I thought that was pretty powerful, and just that this map showing Russia and then all the countries that are not Russia. And each one of those countries has a right for self-determination. It is not okay for another power to come in and take over their country. It's not okay, right? And there's a lot of things that just have come I pulled these off Facebook, so I'll just share them with you. There's really good things to think about. The single biggest thing I learned was from an indigenous elder of Cherokee descent, Stan Rushworth, who reminded me of the difference between a Western settler mindset of I have rights and an indigenous mindset of I have obligations. Instead of thinking that I am born with rights, I choose to think that I am born with obligations to serve past, present, and future generations and the planet herself. And we're seeing a lot of folks with a lot of courage standing up and understanding their obligations to their families, to their country. We're seeing people risk their lives right now. We're seeing a hero in Zelensky. And we're seeing that how amazing it is to see folks stand up for what is right. So the obligation versus the rights. I thought that was powerful. Albert Einstein, the world will not be destroyed by those who do evil, but by those who watch them without doing anything. And again, standing up for our values, standing up for our shared values, and helping those that need help to stand up for their values, right? And not letting other folks bully their way into taking power from others. I cannot believe that the purpose of life is to be happy. I think the purpose of life is to be useful, to be responsible, to be compassionate. It is, above all, to matter, to count, to stand for something, to have made some difference, that you lived it all. Very powerful thing right now. A lot of people are facing that thought as we speak. This was a good one. War itself is, of course, a form of madness. It's hardly a civilized pursuit. It's amazing how we spend so much time inventing devices to kill each other and so little time working on how to achieve peace. Pretty powerful statement by Walter Cronkite. Those of you that remember Walter. But it's so true. It's so true, right? So true, right? So we spend all this money trying to protect ourselves, defend ourselves from the aggressor, when we know that in the long run, it's just such a frickin' waste of resources that we could be spending and utilizing to do a lot of good. And that we've got to get to the point where we can all get along because war is madness. If we could spread love as quickly as we spread hate and negativity, what an amazing world we would live in. We all know love is the answer. And I get back to this. So a couple more quick things from my earlier broadcasts. All that is necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. Remembering that. And finally, the answer to all of it is when the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. So just a reflection today on this Monday is to keep paying attention, keep supporting those who are standing up for our values, who have the courage to put themselves out there to do the right thing. Keep supporting those folks. Make sure you're doing it. Make sure you're standing up and anchoring your values every single day. It's worth it. We got to do it. And we have to fight for this statement and understand that when the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. And we got some big systemic issues in this world right now. We have people who have too much power. We have people who have too much power, who try to take too much power. We have people that are going to become trillionaires soon. They have too much power. We have when one man can push a button and destroy the world, that is too much power. So we got to fix that stuff, understanding that when the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. So we got to set up systems where people cannot have too much power. That's what we're going to go through the next few decades, I think, is trying to figure that out and understanding that when folks who these dictators, these folks that think they deserve all that power come in, and then we have to trust them with all that power. It doesn't work. We'll figure it out. Anyway, I hope you all have a very, very good week or a good Monday. And remember, even when it's really damn cloudy, the sun is always shining and you are the sunshine. All right. Take care. See you tomorrow. Bye.